Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today I will be talking about the rise of the Planet of the Apes, or Planet of the Apes, in honor of Kingdom coming out in about a week and a half. And the reason I'm actually doing this video instead of my chess and ghost peppers is because, let's just say, some interesting stuff happened during the filming. I'll get a little bit personal. So I was playing my first few games, and there were 3 stages that depending what stage you lose on, it's different levels of spice. And I ate a really big bite of jalapeno, and then I actually felt really bad. Like, it wasn't even like, one, it actually wasn't filmed, so we couldn't even have footage. And 2, even if it was filmed, like, I know it's sometimes very comedic to watch YouTubers get tortured. However, this wasn't even comedic. This was just actually just bad. And then I would have actually failed the challenge because you're not allowed to drink milk during the challenge. So yeah, like, let's just say that video, I failed. However, I'll balance back during whatever challenge I do next. I probably won't do spice next time I do a big challenge like that. And I don't know, because I think I was not, like, incapable of handling, like, jalapenos, because they're in hot takes and hot wings, even though I know these are a level up in spice. Like, I seem to have very little struggle with the hot sauce, however, just for the jalapenos. And it's funny, it's one of those things where it doesn't feel that spicy. You're biting it, it's like, it isn't so bad, and then, I mean, you guys get the drill. Like, after it doesn't feel so bad, it just all of a sudden feels worse. Next time I do a challenge, I probably will do something other than spice, and I probably will do spice again one day, but yeah, that video didn't go so well. I probably will try to incorporate Chester in my next challenge. Anyways, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, the first of this rebooted era, which is part of the reason why Kingdom is happening, because of the very successful rebooted trilogy of the Planet of the Apes trilogy, which, it's funny, like, here's my backstory. A few years ago, I watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes at a summer camp. I really liked it, and I thought that was the first in this rebooted. It turns out I was wrong, and that was the second. And then with Kingdom getting announced, I was like, I better watch the Planet of the Apes movie. So then I watched Rise. I'm in the middle of rewatching Dawn, and then I'm going to watch War. And I'm probably going to try to watch the original 68 before Kingdom. I'm going to try to do this all within the next week and a half. Anyways, let's start by reviewing Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And, I mean, there isn't even, like, that much, like, negative that I even want to harp on. I'm kind of just going to give it an appreciation of why I think this movie is awesome. Starting with the character of Caesar. So this isn't actually as much of a review. This is more why I think this movie is awesome. So, let's start. I mean, the most obvious is the character of Caesar, who, as I progress with this trilogy, I'll even have a more appreciation for this movie probably. But yeah, he just starts off as someone who you see his backstory at the beginning, where I believe it was his mom that died, and then he was raised by humans, and then they took it in. And one of the things that's really sweet is the dynamic between the human and the apes. And even though in Dawn, like, they harp on the bad side of humans, they actually show a good example of the good side of humanity, and that it doesn't always matter what species they are if they're on the same team. And I think the dynamic between James Franco and Caesar was really well done. And then obviously when he rose at the end and started the new kingdom, I mean, that all just became awesome, and it set up perfectly for what was to come with Dawn, War, and now Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. But yeah, I think Rise of the Planet of the Apes, just in terms of world building, it is pretty special what they were able to pull off. And this movie also showed like a really emotional side and said so much without saying so much. And I think it's more of a thing in Dawn, but like Caesar barely talks, at least in Dawn. He talks more in this, I believe. However, you still feel so much with his performance, just with what he says with his eyes. Andy Serkis is brilliant when it comes to voice acting. I mean, he played Gollum in Lord of the Rings, in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He was awesome at that. And he's of course awesome with Caesar. And one thing about this movie is a lot of people probably weren't that excited for this movie because a lot of people weren't that big fans of the early ones from the, well, not the '68 one, but the ones from the early 2000s. I believe Tim Burton directed them. Could be wrong. I mean, Dawn and Rise are the only ones I've seen in the Planet of the Apes. Of the Planet of the Apes movies. But yeah, what this movie was able to accomplish and kind of bring back Planet of the Apes. I mean, I think this movie just did it beautifully. And even though we didn't see a lot of the ape characters, you just kind of know by the end the greatness that's gonna come, which even as a 12-year-old, when I saw Dawn, I still really liked it. But after seeing Rise and presumably War and Kingdom, I'm probably gonna have a much bigger appreciation for the first two films. Now, I already do have a bigger appreciation for Dawn, even though I'm kind of early in my rewatch with Dawn. I mean, I just have a whole new appreciation for. Well, in the second one and third, Matt Reeves was able to accomplish. I forget the director in this. I believe it was a different director that wasn't Matt Reeves. However, the way it tied into Dawn was just great. I mean, overall, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I mean, it's an awesome movie. Beautiful storytelling. Visually, it looks beautiful. And the character of Caesar, James Franco's character. Overall, there isn't that much to say about Rise other than this movie's awesome. And I'm really excited to rewatch the others, and I cannot wait to see Kingdom, and I think I might see Fall Guy the same day. Because even though I know it's coming out this Friday, obviously because of my May 4th marathon Saturday, of course, I'm going to get some rest on Friday night. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a doubleheader between Kingdom and the Fall Guy. However, first I have to finish this rebooted Planet of the Apes trilogy. Now, those are my thoughts of why Rise of the Planet of the Apes was awesome. Cannot wait to finish the other movies. And cannot wait to do my top 100 movie characters live stream. We're just 3 days away. This is day 98 of my 100-day posting streak. So yeah, the Wednesday stream where I do my top 100 characters is just to celebrate those 100 days. So it will technically be 101. However, the 101st, I feel like it just feels like all 100 leading up to that. However, anyways, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your thoughts on Rise of the Planet of the Apes down below in the comments. And I cannot wait to do more videos. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.